Hi, I'm Dr. Libby Kemkaran, and this is Tame Your Brain 19. And we are here today after a really busy week, actually. Lots been going on. And I'm delivering you a really useful piece today. It's short and sweet. And so I'm going to turn the camera around now so we can see the little wigglers. We're just going to try and get Mummy to settle. Who knows if she will, with some food. So today we're going to talk about a little bit more about this concept of state that we discovered last week and talked more about this week, and I'm going to teach you how to actually change your state. So when we think about state, what we're talking about is this idea that we've got these pieces of our body that can do different things with the information we have around us. So everyone lives in a real world and an imagined world. We've got a difference between what we know is real and what we think is real, and our brain goes to very different places. So we talked about the balance between these and what it means, and here's the real value piece. If you consider what we're talking about here is being able to access in a heartbeat whatever feelings you want to feel by switching three things: your physiology, your focus and your language. Why is that so blooming powerful? Why is that so great? Well, let's think about what it means. Physiology is your body. Motion creates emotion. How you move directly impacts your state of mind. So I have a rebounder. It's like a little bouncy trampoline. It's basically free exercise for me. I get on it every day. If I start my day doing 30 minutes of throwing myself around and jumping, do you think that changes my state? Yeah, of course it does. It's a huge effect. Also, what I do when I'm on there is I focus. And so I focus on what I want to feel and what I want to achieve that day. I think, how's today going to go? What's going to happen? What am I going to accomplish? And delivering that level of focus to things also is hugely powerful. And remember, what you focus on, you feel. So right at the start, we talked about mirror neurons. And so as I'm bouncing, I'm bringing everything into focus. Then I pick the big three. So you write it on a Post-it note. What am I going to do today? What are the big three things I need to achieve? And I was reminded of this. A friend of mine, the lovely Andy Green, posted this on his LinkedIn feed yesterday, and it got loads of reactions of like, oh wow, I don't do that. So I thought I'd mention it because I don't know how many of you know about this idea of setting your intentions and then making them happen, because this is where you get real traction. So the final bit is language, and this is all about your intentions. What language are you using? But there's something beautiful that happens when you say something out loud. This is the power in coaching at the end of every session, whether I'm doing couples coaching or executive leadership, team level coaching. It's okay, so what are you going to do next? Because it's all very well having all the chat in all the world. Ultimately, it's action that actually moves us. And it's so powerful and so basic. I insist all my clients write down their goals. What do you want from this? Where do you want this to get you? And that is equally powerful. So here's the thing. Once you start to be aware of state, then you get to mess with it. And terrain is so important. You must know what's going on in your head before you can then change it. So terrain is all about learning what's under my feet compared to what's the map in my head. Because what's under my feet is never the same as the map in my head. We always get it slightly wrong when we're trying to plan our journey. So when we think about terrain, we think about what is it that's actually reality. The actuality is the way we phrase it, not just my perceived reality, which is completely different. So I'm going to give you the top 5 things. I promise to keep this one short. It's a Friday feeling today. We're heading into another weekend. Who knows what happens next week? So here's the good stuff. To get the state of change, you need to do one very important thing. You need to choose. You need to choose what you want to feel. And you need to choose your state. So it starts with step 1, choose to be happy. Choose to experience positive emotions. What you focus on, you feel. It sounds so simple, but it is a real choice. And I don't mean ignore the bad stuff. I mean, just box it up and put it somewhere else and choose happiness, because you can't wait for happiness to come along. You cannot wait. It's no good saying, when this happens, then I'll be happy. If you play the when then game, there's always going to be something else, and that's all back to this smile on purpose. Make it happen. and look for gratitude. That hepgekel that I gave you right back at the beginning of this is really powerful, and it's there for a reason right at the beginning, because it's one of the founding pieces to this. If you're in a state of gratitude, you move away from ego. If you're in a state of gratitude, you look for the good, and that's hugely powerful. So step number 2, stop the envy. We suffer in this day and age from something called relative deprivation, where we have what we call first world problems. We constantly and deliberately compare to people that are one layer up from us. Social media is a lot of the functionality in this as well, but it's also human nature. So stop the envy. Don't be envious of other people's lot. Again, find that gratitude of what you want. I've just got to show you this little kitten here. It's managed to get out and it's just solemnly licking my foot. It's really helpful. Super helpful. So the next step in this, step number 3, take action. You need to take action. It's not good enough to just hope or wish. The difference between dream setters and goal setters is writing stuff down. If you write stuff down, it becomes a plan and it's scheduled, and it's just a matter of time until it happens. If you dream it, if you wish it, yeah, great, nice ideas, guys. But choose what you want to experience. And this taking action, don't think you can put it off either. You might need to eradicate some things. So, for example, getting a cleaner changed my life when I was on the road so many days a week. Thank you, Hills Housekeeping, for keeping me sane. Step number 4, connect. Look for people who are in your tribe and book time with them. Don't underestimate the power of our social animal. The reason this is called Tame Your Brain is we are animals, we're still animals. Try very hard to dress it up and be ever so grown up, but we're still animals. So connect with those people that resonate with you, because they really do matter. Come on, Smudge, back in the fold. Come on. Well done, Smudge. Step number 5, and this is really important, guys. Start within before going external. The struggle is real, but you can't be outwardly happy until you've got your internal terrain sorted. Who are you really? Do you remember? Who is it that's underneath all of the layers we wrap ourselves in? Who are you? What's important to you? And as we close up for today, Mum's back in, look, doing her little mothery chirps and feeding all the halls. She doesn't even get to lie down. Look at them. Rabid beasts they are. So as we close up for today, and I just want to focus back on that piece that I just said about who are you, that's where everything starts. And until you get true self-awareness of where you're at and what matters to you and what your value set is and what you care about and what you love and what you won't stand for and what you won't, you know, when you get to that point of going, I'm not going to settle for that anymore, then you can start to design your life. And I'm happy to help you discover that, both in these little short hits of 5 minutes to 9 minutes daily, and by giving you something to focus on through this. So it's short for a reason. Who's got the time for an hour-long webinar at the moment? So these are real little bite-sized, kitten-sized chunks. So your homework for this week is, after everything I've said today, choose what you want to feel this week coming up, and start this weekend. Start defining what are those emotions that I want to feel, what state do I want to be in, and then say, okay, so what does that look like? If you pick 5, what does that look like? What's the physiology? What's the focus? What language would I use if I was in that state? And then do it. Go and make it happen. And as ever, I'm really happy to help you with this one-to-one. If you want to book in a one-to-one call with me, there's a little button on my website, and it's freebie, to just help you get some clarity around what is it I need to change. I'm going to keep doing these videos next week. We're going to be doing some focus next week on how do you pick the right goal to set for right now, because that's confusing a lot of people. And as the world's changing around us, we're going to have to adapt, and we're going to have to flex and get really good at knowing who we are, so we choose the right things for us. It's not enough anymore to just do the job you get paid for. So we're closing up today. Have a good week, everyone. Stay well. If you're new to me, Kemkaran.com has got all of these threaded on a YouTube channel, and you can also go to my Facebook page and click videos, which is Libby Kemkaran. If you sign up to my newsletter, I promise I'll actually pull my bloody finger out and do something with that this weekend, and I'll be sending you a little list of things that I'm going to be doing. I'm particularly focusing on 2 subjects in the next month. One of those is kids, because I know a lot of people are seeing some behaviours they don't enjoy at the moment. So I'm doing a special kids workshop with a brilliant colleague of mine. And the other one is if you want to build your own online business. I'm going to be doing a little tester group for that over this next week. So do get in touch, or just stick yes in the comments if you're interested in that, and I'll drop you a line. Thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.